Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another fantastic episode of the Not So Fast podcast, where even Barbados stops the destruction of the multiverse to watch or listen, whichever one you prefer.
He gave us 2 out of 10. He's an asshole.
Yeah, he wasn't very good.
What's that? He can destroy our universe? Fuck that guy. You just hear like a.
What was that? So, for a little bit of house cleaning first. It's been a couple weeks since we got back together. It's been crazy for all of us. We've all been working, all been dealing with some other stuff, but
Life goes on.
I would like to. We're back. We're happy. We're jolly. A little bit of house cleaning.
For anyone who doesn't know, that was a good smack.
A little bit of house cleaning before we jump into the news.
Yep.
TikTok. My TikTok hashtag. Wow. At Hoodie Pool, or used to be at JohnBoy95. I changed it to Hoodie Pool. I am close to 2,000 now. I'm at 1853. Or 1854, I can't remember. Well, yesterday I had announced that TTW, the first show of TTW, will be taking place October 23rd. That is a Saturday, October 23rd at 3 o'clock.
Correct.
Live stream on TikTok and also pre-recorded for YouTube so I can post it on there.
Hosted by yours truly and the
Alex.
one and only.
So we will be getting into that. I will announce more matches, but as of right now, the only matches that are going on are the 30-man over-the-top rope battle royal to crown the first ever TGW champion. The tag team tournament will be taking place, and the women's fatal 5-way match to crown the Vixen World Champion, which is our version of the women's champion.
Yeah.
Also, one announced match I will announce here and now on the podcast. It is the Otaku Club versus the Big Three in a 3-on-3 tag team match.
Is it tornado tag or regular tag?
Regular tag for now. The Geeter I'm friends with these two guys. Geeter and Traveling Hokage kind of have a budding rivalry. It's funny. They're good friends of each other. But obviously the Big Three will be taking on the Otaku Club. And where the rivalry will begin.
Let the games begin.
Now, getting into the news. I got some movie news. Let's start off with a lighthearted one. We got a couple lighthearted ones. Ernest Scared Stupid is now 30 years old. It was released 30 years ago. Have you guys watched Ernest Scared Stupid?
No.
Really?
No, I have not seen
Either?
it.
Have you guys seen any Ernest movies?
Did he do a camping one?
Yeah, Ernest Goes
Yes.
Camp.
Yes, I've seen that one.
It's literally
Brendan, when I went up to Brendan's like a couple of years ago, him and his brother insisted we watch it. I was like, why? They're like, because dude, it's a good movie. And I was watching it, I was like, what the fuck is this movie?
Ernest Scared is a wholesome dimwit comedy, and I don't mean dimwit as in it's bad. I mean the main character is a
reminds me
dimwit,
of Pee Wee Herman.
but for more adults, honestly.
Yeah,
if you
he's
think
a
about
more
it.
adulterated Pee Wee Herman. I mean, Pee Wee Herman kind of
Greg is
was very
seductively looking-
adulterated at one point.
Greg is seductively looking at a gummy string.
Gummy worm.
Do you
But-
do you not know?
No,
what
I've not
talking
actually
about?
seen that movie.
Really? Wow! I'm honestly surprised you haven't, because me and you are more towards the cult classic films, like the classic ones.
I know. It's weird.
But
It
30
really sounds
30 years old, what other movies can you say besides Ernest Scared Stupid? Obviously, there's the franchises like James Bond, stuff like that. Like, for a movie like that to reach 30 years old, especially after the main actor's death, the guy, because Jim Varney's been dead for years now. So
How did he pass away?
that I don't know. Heart attack, maybe?
Well,
Stroke? I don't know.
I can take a look. What's the name of the kid again?
Jim Varney.
Jim Varney. Okay.
I would honestly, you want a good Halloween movie? Watch Ernest Scared Stupid. It's not a scary movie, but it's funny. I think he hits him with a shovel while he's fighting the main monster, and then the main monster falls off the truck. He's got a dog that's driving the truck, mind you, while Ernest is in the back cab fighting a monster. It's so stupid, it's funny.
Unfortunately, it was lung cancer in 2000.
Oh shit! Well, rest in peace,
Sorry
Jim.
to interrupt that tangent.
Yeah, wow. Well, rest in peace. He's
Oh.
He will forever be remembered in my mind as a comedy genius. So the monster's hanging on the truck bumper, right? And Ernest was able to knock him off it. Well, he turns around, looks at his dog, whose name is Rimshot, by the way, tells the dog to throw it in the reverse and back up. So what does the dog do? He puts his paw on the gear shifter, throws it in reverse, stomps on the gas, he starts backing up. And before it hits the monster, Ernest turns around, looks at him and goes, how about a bumper sandwich, booger lips? Pow! No, Ernest movies are very funny, very lighthearted, and I wish we could see more movies like that. But sadly, the man is dead. But
And the times are changing.
he will forever live on.
In the hearts of many.
So going on from one silly movie to another, James Gunn had I think it was an interview with GameStop, and he said he wanted to do a Gilligan's Island movie
Oh.
where the characters killed and ate each other.
Oh, so
I'm not even joking.
So a dark comedy version of Gilligan's Island where realistically things would happen.
I don't even think it was supposed to be a comedy. I think it was just supposed to be a flat out horror movie.
That'd be interesting.
See, here's the thing. Yeah, but
Hearing the
I think it
creepy
would be
version of the
interesting,
theme
actually.
song.
really?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, we're talking about James Gunn, the guy who did Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 and gave us. Well, I'm not a big fan of the recent Suicide Squad movie.
I don't know. Like, I think trying to associate that kind of film idea with a franchise, or like rather an old TV show series like Gilligan's Island, seems kind of mean-spirited and like a cruel, like it'd be like a cruel joke, or rather a joke that just misses the punchline, it's just unfunny in general.
I mean, if
I get what you're trying to say, and what like the idea behind making like a dark parody of Gilligan's Island. I get that idea, like that frame of mind that would bring you to that conclusion. But I think like there's a reason why no one has done it before. Because it's not necessarily a stupid idea, it's just not one that I think general audiences would like.
I mean, here's the thing. I think it could work under the standalone fact is we've never seen something like that. No one's really taken a TV series, flipped it on its freaking head just to see what would happen. I think James Gunn can get away with it. It may not necessarily get
Are you sure?
the revenue. I think James Gunn can get away with it.
I don't know. From what you're telling me, it kind of reminds me of what happened. I think in the early '90s when they made like those 2 Brady Bunch films.
I've never seen that.
Okay, so those films were crazy in the sense that, like, the Bradys were a bunch of '70s loving like hippies and stuff like that, but now they're thrust into a world that is the '90s and early 2000s with, like, just something off about them, with the fact that, like, they're stuck in the '70s, and like there are just some things off about them. Both of those movies are really good, and I really suggest you take a look at them.
I was never a big fan of the Brady Bunch growing up.
That's the point. They're meant to be like parodies of the original products, and if that ends up coming to fruition, the whole Gilligan's Island thing, I think that will be the intent, to make something similar to those 2 Brady Bunch films, but not. I don't
think it's going to come to fruition.
Cause and effect.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to come to fruition because he did say it was just an idea. So I don't know if a studio picked it up. I think we would have heard about it if it did, but it'd be a weird thing because look at it this way: I think James Gunn would be the one to get away with it, simply because it's James Gunn, for crying out loud. Yeah. He got away with a lot in the Suicide Squad movie, and people are praising that. He got away with not too much risque stuff when it came to Guardians of the Galaxy, but there were some ideas that he implemented in there that just actually really worked well. So I think if it was any director to do it, James Gunn would have been the guy to kind of maybe not get it back in high numbers, but it would be an interesting movie for people to see.
Oh, speaking of Marvel stuff, has anyone else besides me seen the new Venom film?
No, you've seen it?
Yeah.
You've seen it?
I actually went to go and see it.
You son of a whore.
I won't spoil anything, but I will say that the movie itself is fun. It is fun.
Is it?
It's
well,
not...
I've seen a lot of people bashing it. Again, like the first one.
People usually do that. It's not like a true Marvel like MCU film. It's basically Sony in control of it with association with the MCU team.
I've heard there were rumors that they want to connect Venom to the MCU.
Well, that's the thing. Since you guys haven't haven't done it, I could
No.
give that little bomb for you, but
Guns
well
will be
then
fine,
you
but-
guys got to see it.
I
guys
gotta
gotta see
watch it.
this week, and then next week's podcast we'll discuss it.
Absolutely.
Because the internet has been talking about this for a couple of days.
I've actually stayed away from it.
You
I've
should.
stayed away from stay away from the spoilers.
But I saw it. I ended up liking it. I will admit that it's not. I believe his name is Woody Harrelson, the guy.
Yes, dude, the guy who played Tallahassee.
It's not his best performance. Like he fits the part of Cletus very well, but like I think in this case, I think a lot of people were expecting Cletus to be a little bit younger, and Woody Harrelson does an okay job as Cletus, but there are some parts where it just doesn't fit.
I like the idea of Woody Harrelson as Venom. I always like
as Carnage.
as Carnage. Wow, I fucked
They
up.
did the same. They did a similar thing with, like, I don't know who voices Carnage in this film, but he does an okay job, but he doesn't get a lot of speaking lines.
I think the
Is it
person.
the same thing as
Yeah, because what they did with Venom in the first movie, and I think in this one, is they just auto-tuned his voice. It was Tom Hardy's voice auto-tuned. So it just could be that same thing where.
It could be.
Plus, you got to remember Cletus in the comics at least. Don't spoil anything from the movie, but at least in the comics, Carnage and Cletus are bonded at the molecular level.
Yeah, because Carnage was made using Cletus's blood as the symbiote's sample,
Yeah,
or rather, what the symbiote based itself on.
But I definitely want to see Venom 2. I was actually listening to the podcast me, you, and him were doing over a couple years ago because it's on Spotify. Check it out.
It's an old one.
Yeah, that's an old one. That's an oldie. But we were basically looking at the reviews for Venom and how everybody was trashing it, even though it really wasn't that bad of a film.
Yeah,
No.
I think I made the mistake of saying the names of reporters.
I mean,
in
either
the
way.
past, but hey, we were just starting out. I didn't know that was a big no-no.
But I will admit, Let There Be Carnage is fun. It definitely tries to act
Serious?
like an MCU film,
I mean,
even though it's being mostly produced by Sony. But it definitely has the elements of MCU in it, which I think is why the extra scene at the end of it is so important.
Yeah.
I won't spoil it for you,
Don't.
but obviously stuff does happen that these two don't know about that is very important for the Venom franchise if it continues. And I really want it to continue
Well,
because
did you?
it really did kind of leave this movie off on a sort of bittersweet note. Not getting into spoilers here, but I think my final criticism of the film is that they spent too much time with the special effects rather than polishing the story.
Yeah, that's one of the things I've been hearing is people are kind of giving the story up.
The story isn't bad; it's okay, but it definitely feels like it could have been worked a little bit better.
I love Venom. Where he is at in the comics right now, I absolutely love. Where honestly, it is not Eddie Brock anymore who was Venom; it's his son. And I caught up on the entire King in Black storyline.
I gotta read that.
Seriously, dude, check it out. Read it.
Is it as a quick aside? Is it basically Marvel's answer to DC's death metal and Dark Knight Tales?
Pretty much, but
Okay.
it does a better job of telling the story instead of trying to skew off into a bunch of side books.
Yeah.
It does do a better job of that, and I'm not knocking DC in any way, shape, or form because I love the idea of the DC Dark Multiverse, and I love the Dark Knight's Metal storyline, but the King in Black storyline, Venom has been recently gaining that freaking hype and popularity lately.
Mostly due to the movie's success.
Yeah.
Say what you will about the first Venom, but it definitely did prove to be a good Sony Marvel film.
Venom was my favorite villain coming out of Spider-Man comics, reading Spider-Man comics, seeing Spider-Man movies. I hate what they did with the Topher Grace Spider-Man 3, but that's just, in my eyes, it's just a nitpick.
And that's the thing about this film. Venom, or rather, the forefront of this film is Eddie and Venom's relationship as not only as a symbiotic relationship, but just as a budding friendship. And that's kind of the main crux of the story about how Eddie and Venom see each other as friends. And obviously you're going to get some people from from different communities such as the LGBTQ community as others, where there's definitely some scenes that are like, oh yeah, no, this isn't just like a friendship, it's a budding bromance. Like these two like love each other. In fact, there is a scene in the film where after well, basically Venom says, and I'm not quoting this line for line, but I'm finally out of Eddie's closet.
Oh God.
Which is funny. Which is actually funny. Context-wise, it's hilarious.
But
the writing could have been better. But
Yeah.
I ended up enjoying it. You two need to see it this weekend, and we'll do a full-on review of it next week.
Finishing this off, I just want to say Venom was my favorite villain. In recent years, when he has been showing, after when he's really been showing off that he's turning into a hero, going from anti-hero to full-blown hero, that's where my interest in Venom really, really started to take off. My only hope is if they do connect it with the MCU, the one outrageous wish character I want to see, which character basically means the character I want to see in the MCU, is Agent Venom. Agent Venom is what hooked me on Hero Venom. Because just the storyline and going through the storyline where it was Flash Thompson slowly starting to trust Venom, and Venom again slowly starting to trust Flash Thompson after being a guinea pig.
That's what will happen.
And I love that. Don't get me wrong. I want to see Agent Venom live action.
Given what happened with the leaks for the new Spider-Man film, and definitely how this movie ends itself off as, again, no spoilers, I think what Sony and Marvel is trying to do is try to get at least the characters from the Venom franchise into the MCU and try to turn Venom into Agent Venom.
I'm totally
Whether or not he stays in the MCU or goes back to Sony at the end of this is its own like can of worms. But I think they are trying to do that. Because we really should move on to the next.
Yeah,
topic, but
I'm looking at the next thing.
It's clear that in this film, Eddie and Venom are a hell of a lot more heroic than they were in the first film, but with just more skewed priorities like between the both of them. And again, the movie's about their relationship with each other, while also dealing with Cletus Cassidy and Carnage. But that's all I'm going to say. You two watch it.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it more next week.
I'll watch it this weekend because I got some free time.
Like I was hoping we'd talk about more because I thought you two would have seen it, but we didn't.
I haven't had time to watch it.
Friday, want to be coming up?
Yeah.
This Friday or next Friday?
Next Friday.
You wanted to do a review next Monday or next Wednesday?
No, next week.
Oh,
like either next Monday or next Wednesday if we can, or next time before we do a podcast.
All right, that's fine too.
But anyway, let's move on to the next thing.
Halloween Ends script is done and it's been confirmed by David Green in its final installment. So Halloween End is supposed to be the final installment of the Halloween franchise.
Like the new trilogy?
Like it goes Halloween Kills and then Halloween Ends. So Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and then Halloween Ends. The script is done. And director / co-writer David Green has said it's all done, it's all set. So I think they're going to start shooting soon. I think they're going to wait on, at least this is just my thoughts, I think they're going to wait on how Halloween Kills does, because not only are they releasing it in theaters, they're also releasing it on Peacock.
This Friday, October
15th. I'm going to check it out. I'm not a big Michael Myers fan as established in the past, but I'm going to check it out because this does take a spin on the slasher horror flick where they don't wait for the slasher to come to them.
No, like
the characters go after the slasher.
Yeah, no. That's what drew me in for this new film that's coming out. I actually ended up watching like this Halloween actually earlier this week. Like the 2018 Halloween, finally for the first time. I actually really enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. I love the idea that they're trying to connect this one to like the original series of films up to a certain point, and then like work towards like a different pathway than what the other those set of films originally led to.
Like the way the timeline works for Halloween, I'm going to be a little nerdy here. Is Halloween 1 happens, and then the timeline splits. We've got the old movies, Halloween 2, where she's in the hospital, and then Halloween 2018, which takes place directly after 1. That's the timeline we're in now. It's that completely different one. Halloween 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, H2O, Resurrection, all never happened. And Curse of Michael Myers.
I forgot that was even a movie.
Happened.
Yeah, but I like 2018's Halloween.
Yeah,
and
I
also-
definitely
I
like
thought it
how
was okay.
brutal Michael
Did
is in
you
the film.
also catch in the 2018 one in the beginning when the daughter's talking to her friends? They're talking about how, oh, isn't your grandmother or
Laurie.
isn't your grandmother's brother Michael Myers?
Yeah.
And they say no, that was a
Rumor,
that was
I
a
believe.
rumor people spread around to be
Yeah.
assholes.
Yeah,
Because in Halloween 2, they say that that's his sister.
yeah.
They literally like retconned it in this
Yeah.
new movie because it takes place after the first instead of the second.
But
It's another one of these films I'm kind of excited
yeah,
to see.
it's. I'm not a big horror movie fan in general, but it's interesting to see that it's going to be characters going after the slasher first instead of the other way around.
I also want to say one thing to anyone who thinks the whole point of the 2018 movie for Michael was to kill Laurie. That was not the case because we find out in Halloween Ends he wanted to get back to the Myers.
You mean
house.
Halloween Kills?
Halloween Kills, yeah, sorry. In the trailer for Halloween Kills, it says he's just after the Myers house, and there's a family that lives there.
All right, going on from one slasher to another, which this guy bores me more than Michael Myers, because where Michael Myers is just a freak of nature, we don't know what can stop him. To just a random dude. We're getting a new Scream movie,
Oh, Scream's getting.
Oh, yeah,
and the trailer dropped.
Actually, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I've kind of noticed this more, especially this year, that they're trying to like revive the old slashers again. Well, is it like USA or AMC doing like a new Chucky series?
I
Or
think it's
Sci-Fi. I think Sci-Fi is doing a new Chucky series that's premiering tonight or later this week.
I can't remember who's doing it.
Yeah, it's a full-on TV series based on Chucky.
But you're
Chucky's
right.
supposed to be getting a new film. Before the announcement of the Scream movie, Scream ended up getting its own series back in either 2017 or 2018 on MTV.
I think it was
which didn't last long.
No, didn't it last for like one season?
I think it only lasted for like a season or two.
And I didn't hear good reviews about it.
Yeah. But yeah, continue with the announcement.
I forgot. It's Scream 5. It is Scream 5.
Okay.
The trailer had dropped,
Mhm.
and it showed again the iconic scene of somebody picking up a phone, and it's Ghostface saying, "What's your favorite?"
What's your favorite scary movie?
It's not
Yeah.
quite the voice, but
No, but you got what I was trying to
yeah,
do.
generally.
I'm not excited for this.
Why?
I thought Ghostface. Okay, here's
But
the thing.
John, it's got Courtney Cox. I love you.
No, I don't care.
No, nothing.
No, you're not even dreidel.
No, man, come on. I'm sorry, but Scream, Ghostface bores me more than Michael Myers.
Ghostface kind of confuses me because it's like, oh, it's someone who knows the
It was your
main character,
Yeah,
but
they-
it's different every time. It's like it's a different person. It's like, but why?
It's
Like, why?
it's playing up the fact of it being a murder mystery / horror movie. That's literally what it is.
Like, is the
But isn't
whole
that the
point of
case
the
with, like,
murderer
every
just to
slasher
toy with
film?
him?
Yeah, isn't that the point of like almost every other slasher film where it's sort of like part mystery of like who's trying to kill these people and why? And then like think you have like some of these slasher films where like the killer is like a supernatural force or just some random dude that has
Michael
no
Myers.
reason.
Michael Myers.
but yeah.
Why do you kill Myers?
Michael doesn't say anything. He's just a straight up sociopath. Or a psychopath? Yeah, psychopath, like would be the
So
thing.
going,
Potato.
like we were talking about earlier with the DC Dark Multiverse, going on into the realm of no logic, and I don't know why they're doing this. Epic is thinking about a Fortnite movie.
No.
It would make sense, okay? Have you seen the trailers for these last few seasons for Fortnite?
I've heard a lot of people weren't happy with the past few seasons.
Like,
Why did they have to add Ariana Grande?
LeBron James.
Yeah, why?
So
We don't need the IRL people as playable characters. Just keep them there for the concerts.
yeah, like I'm not going to get into that, but it's been clear throughout these latest few trailers for the past year or so that Fortnite has been trying to establish a serialized story, like some sort of like
Obviously
interconnected story
multiversal.
that they've been doing since day one
Yeah.
when the game first launched out.
That's what I don't mind about Fortnite is the story, and that's perfectly fine. But why do we need a movie of it? You can literally just go on and watch the cutscenes play out.
It could literally be just a cash grab.
Oh,
Yeah.
it most certainly is because they're trying to.
Like there could be no reason. It's the same reason why like you had like the Angry Birds movie,
Oh god,
made.
that movie
like
was horrible.
or
It was
what
an
people are
okay
saying about the
movie,
Super Mario
but-
Brothers film that's coming out.
Oh no.
Coming out.
People
It's
are mad at
legitimately
Chris
just a
Pratt because of some past stuff, but like they're like, oh, the movie's gonna be bad because
I've heard-
Chris Pratt's Mario. It's
I've
like,
heard people are mad at Chris Pratt because he is the role of Mario, and it's not the original voice actor for Mario taking up the role in the movie.
I don't know.
Well,
I've heard that
people don't want him because he said some homophobic stuff
Oh,
or something
Jesus
like
Christ.
some
Well,
drama past
from
stuff.
what I've heard, I think the bigger issue is that like Mario is being voiced by a white man instead of a person who's like, you know, an Italian.
He's been voiced by a white
Like,
man instead of an
Is the
Italian.
voice actor even Italian?
No.
Like the original?
No.
No,
So then why the hell is this a problem?
I don't know.
because my generation sucks more cock than Boner Garage.
Don't know what that
What the
is,
fuck
don't
is
wanna
that?
find
Yeah,
out.
me neither, honestly. So going on
It's a
from
quote. It's a movie thing.
going
I
on
can't remember
from
the name of the movie.
from one movie that doesn't need to be made, not the Mario movie, the Fortnite movie,
Mhm.
to another movie in my eyes that doesn't really need to be made, the rebooting Home Alone. Again.
It doesn't look bad, but why?
Oh, you've seen the trailer?
Yeah, it honestly, I
I've
would
not
watch
seen
it.
it.
But
The
I don't
name is what
understand
turns
why.
me off to it.
Max?
What?
What Max?
No, the
Home
actual
Sweet
movie.
Home
Yeah,
Alone.
Home Sweet Home Alone is the name of the movie.
Yeah, that's it. Just it does feel weird. The movie was really cool. Like it's a more UK area instead.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, watch
Oh
the
wait,
trailer.
it's out right now. Or?
No, watch the
Oh.
trailer. The trailer, John.
Oh, the trailer,
The
Alex.
trailer.
The trailer.
Yes.
Okay. The thing you pull with a car.
This is what happens when we don't meet up for a few weeks. We just go crazy.
Yeah.
But I'll check it out because I'm a big fan of Home Alone 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I
one and
watch
two are
those
the
every
only ones
Christmas.
I watch. All the other ones I don't care for.
Home
After
Alone,
Macaulay
which one?
Culkin, it just
Which one was it? Was it Home Alone?
John said one of them ended up capturing the same sort of muster that Macaulay Culkin
There's-
did, but I don't remember which one.
There's one of them where a kid tries to keep the microchip away from like British spies or something like that, or Russian
Spy
spies.
Kids.
No.
There's a Home Alone like that?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Oh yeah, I think it was someone
'Cause-
before.
Was it? Home
Yeah.
Alone 4 is actually pretty decent. I'd check that one out if I were you. Because the kid in that actually does pull off traps that aren't too over the top. Like I think one of them was he freezes over a pool, puts a trampoline on top of it, like a cut up trampoline. So when the spies go to jump on the trampoline breaks and they fall right into the fucking pool and they freeze.
Fucking brutal.
Like those traps were not out of left field like in Home Alone 2 and 3. It did, honestly, in my eyes, that one did capture like the joke-esque traps that weren't meant to kill, but to hold off.
I don't know. I've only ever seen the first two Home Alone films, but I will never. Like, I still have an almost vivid imagery or memory of some of the traps from like the first film because they're just so out of there. Like a fucking what was it, like a clothes iron
Yeah.
like, attached to a string while it's on, and it just like falls on the two thieves and like they just get burned
My
by the
favorite-
metal.
My favorite one, because it goes back to like old style slapstick, is the two paint cans on the string hanging from the roof and the marbles on the floor with the toy cars. So when the marbles when the fucking paint cans come swinging in, pow! And they start falling all over each other. They fall down the freaking stairs with a bowling ball coming after them. Oh my
Just
God.
crazy.
But yeah, so Home Sweet Home Alone coming to a Disney Plus near you. It's
It
not
doesn't
rated R.
actually- no,
It's not rated
No,
R.
it's not. I just felt the need to say that.
I don't even think it's rated G. I think it's rated PG. It's not even rated PG-13. Would you stop getting that wrong? You should do that after every movie we announce on here. See if you get it right. Get one right.
All right, on to the next one.
This one, I want to see if we can go see this one. Godzilla, the original, like 1954 Godzilla, is going to be back in theaters with 4K resolution.
Ooh.
I want to go see this. I've seen the original Godzilla. I love Godzilla, the franchise Godzilla. I want to see this, guys.
Is this like a limited screening in the New York area?
I would have not the New York area, like the U.S. So I got to do more research on it, but we should be able to go see it at some point if we can.
I'd be down.
I would love. Have you seen the original Godzilla?
My cousin Cody was
So there
obsessed
hasn't
with
been a
him.
date
He's got
for this
literally
yet?
like
I don't
all
think
of-
there's a day. I think they're still working on it, but because they are remastering the film in and of itself, it's not a reboot. They're
It's
just taking the
literally
old
just a
footage.
remaster of the original.
Yeah, they're taking the
film.
footage, making it look better, so we can see it in all its glory.
No, that's definitely a nice.
I love that idea. But yeah, that's all the movie news we got. We're gonna go on to video game news because we're gonna get Alex ranting a little bit. Call of Duty Vanguard creators already want 2 sequels.
Really, the game hasn't even come out yet.
sequels?
Oh, the game's out.
The game is out now.
I think the
Vanguard is out. The Zombies is not.
Vanguard is out, but in a free post-launch DLC, they have to add in zombies after.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's and there's cheaters galore from what I've heard from the beta.
Oh yeah.
They didn't implement. I think it was Activision that did Vanguard.
Apparently, sometime it was either today or tomorrow. They're supposed to be doing something to.
Yeah, I saw
deal with
that.
Cheaters.
But they'll find a way around it. They always do. The
Okay.
Activision
I honestly
and
don't think Call of Duty is actually going to do anything. They're gonna
No.
like have this one other attempt, but it's not gonna do much to the cheaters because
But-
they always plan ahead.
But now that Vanguard's out and Warzone's still going strong, we're going to see the decline of players in Call of Duty Cold War, which hopefully that.
Hopefully
Kinda
that
gets
dwindles
rid of-
the amount of hackers.
Yeah, we ran into a few.
As a person who doesn't have a lot of history with Call of Duty, just hearing all these names come up is just like running like past me.
Now,
Like there's a.
Can you guess
Cold
what
War
Vanguard's
also-
about?
No, because I never
It's
paid attention
again-
to the storylines.
Once again. World War
no,
II.
yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, we're going
What-
back
what-
to World War II, huh?
But this time, it's different.
Oh,
Vanguard.
do tell me.
Isn't it a
Um,
different company too?
yeah.
Is it?
No, I think it's
Infinity
Activi-
Ward or is it Sledgehammer? Because there's
I don't
Sledgehammer,
remember.
Infinity Ward, and Activision. They usually rotate on making games.
I don't know. I'm not excited
I want
for.
to say Infinity Ward is
If
this
I-
one, but I'm not sure.
If I get Vanguard, it's going to be strictly for the zombies. Where Cold War, I kind of got into the multiplayer, but it's running rampant with cheaters, even on PS4, because it's cross-platform.
I heard Vanguard Zombies is apparently being done by Treyarch. My question is that going to be like Vanguard Zombies is going to be its own separate thing, or because
Oh,
it's
no,
with
they'll-
because it's with Treyarch, are they going to do it with their characters continuing off of Cold War?
No, they'll probably integrate
No,
it.
no, because this story has nothing to do with the fucking Cold War zombies.
Well, we don't know that.
No,
Just because it's Zombies and Vanguard doesn't mean it has to be in that time
It's already
period.
stated it's a prequel to everything. So
What, Vanguard?
yeah, the prequels. I've gotten told that the prequel, the zombies for Vanguard is going to be a prequel to everything because the release like trailer it showed Dr. Richtofen, and it looked like behind him was the it's not them, but it looked like them to me because I recently got caught up with the zombie story. Is it looked like the Apothecans were like an army of them standing behind a human Dr. Richtofen. But we don't know where that's going.
Ultimus Richtofen or Primus Richtofen?
The one,
Ultimus is the older one, dressed up like the general.
that one,
Primus is the one without the hat and the mustache.
first one you said.
Okay, so Ultimus.
I'm still a little iffy on the details for
Yeah.
Call of Duty Zombies. I'm just
Dude,
learning
the
the stories.
original four, like up until the end of Black Ops 3, I was following completely. Black Ops 4, I started drifting off of
Oh,
it,
yeah.
and I haven't watched any lore
The-
since.
the Call
Oh,
of
yeah,
Duty,
same here.
the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Zombies maps are actually really fun. I will give them that. I've been getting better.
I really hope, honestly, for Black Ops Cold War, just as like an add-on for one of the seasons, they released the Primus and Ultimus
Yeah.
characters as skins,
My-
at least for
I wouldn't mind the maps, like a revamped map of like
yeah.
of Kinder, Five,
Kindergarten, Roots.
Moon, Buried, from spread out from the series.
Moon was a really good one.
One I feel like is underappreciated. I would love to see remade, but they probably will never do. Is Call of the Dead, because it's got all the actors there. The guy
Oh
who
my
played
God,
yeah.
Freddy Krueger,
Oh,
the
yeah,
guy
that's
who
another
played
thing.
Machete,
Yeah.
the one who played
Woody
Yondu.
There was
Oh my
Woody
God, Call of the Dead
Harrelson,
was
No.
also like one of my favorite maps.
or not Woody Harrelson. Yeah, the one that played
It was
Yondu.
the guy who
David,
played
David-
Machete,
yeah,
the guy who played Yondu,
George A. Romero.
the guy who played Robert Englund,
Yeah.
the guy who played Freddy Krueger, and then some girl I can't remember what she played.
Sally. The character's name was Sally, but I don't know.
It was an actual actress.
Oh,
I just
okay.
can't remember who it was.
Do
But in the lore, if you go to the map that's made of all the multiple maps, I
Uh-huh.
can't remember what it's called.
can't remember what's called.
Revelations.
Okay.
Go to Revelations. Go to the Shangri-La area. There's a radio with her, that girl from Call of the Dead, talking.
So
Pretty much in the lore, she was the last one left in that world, and I think she ended up just starving to death.
so
pretty
let me
much.
ask you this question: Do
The
you
others died to the zombies.
do
I
you
wanna say.
think Vanguard or Call of Duty, whoever company is making Vanguard and working on Vanguard constantly, do you think they're cocky for already announcing that they want to do 2 sequels to it?
Yeah, my honest opinion as someone who has played Call of Duty since Call of Duty Finest Hour, Big Red 1, and Call of Duty 3 for the PlayStation 2, someone who's played pretty much, if not literally, every Call of Duty since then,
Mhm.
they should work more on the cheaters before thinking about sequels ahead of time.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
me
those
and you,
things-
Fix your hack
Me-
problem.
me and you have played
and
Cold
then
War.
make new games.
Me and you have played Cold War multiplayer with your brother and 2 of our buddies, and we've run into numerous matches where there's constant lock-ons.
There's
They're not
walling,
even.
there's aimbot.
There's not even. There's no
what the hell
security.
is it called? Hit registration, where they can literally shoot, and as long as you're on screen, it counts as a hit.
Yeah, you can literally see them point towards the garage door. If you're standing by the car, their bullets will go right to you.
Oh yeah, as long as you're on screen and they're firing their gun, their hit marker.
It's running rampant right now, and it's sick. That's why I've been playing more zombies. One thing I do wish for Vanguard Zombies is they do more work in Outbreak, where it's literally the giant maps you can run around
Oh
and
yeah, I
explore.
don't think they're
thought
gonna do Outbreak for Vanguard. I want to say they're gonna leave that to Cold War.
I hope.
Hopefully they add to that for the new seasons.
I'm
but we'll
afraid.
never know.
I'm afraid that Activision and the other
Activision, Treyarch is
Co-
Cold War.
well, what I'm saying is I'm worried that Activision and the other publishers are going to forget about Cold War and focus on Warzone and Vanguard because that's what's going to be making their money recently.
Oh, yeah, I'm afraid of that too. And
I
usually
don't-
what happens when
I
they make a
don't,
new Call of
uh,
Duty is the previous ones, they
I don't
slowly
deny that at
tear.
all.
Like what'll happen with the other Call of Duty when they make a new one is slowly less and less they loosen the grip more and more on hackers on the older games
Yeah.
to try to focus more on the newer game.
Yeah, they
Which
can't
is
even do
that's
that.
my worry. That's my worry with Cold War is we'll actually get more hackers because they'll care more about the newest game.
But let's
I hope that's not the
let's
case.
go on to some better news. Remember a couple weeks ago when I said there was rumors of GTA Vice City, San Andreas, and GTA 3 getting a remastered version
Yes.
or a re-release? That's actually happening. Rockstar has announced they are re-releasing GTA 3, San Andreas, and Vice City for every current console, including the Switch. So we are
I'm
getting those
surprised
remaster
Switch is
pieces.
allowing that on their console.
I know, right? Well, they do have rated M games on there.
Yeah, but like GTA has literal like prostitutes.
Yeah, good point. But I can't wait for that GTA Grand Theft
Imagine
Auto San
little
Andreas.
Timmy.
What's this game? Oh.
Little Timmy's now Big Timmy. Yeah, Big Timmy like GTA.
No, it's Little Timmy to Big T.
Yo, it's your boy Big T.
But yeah, GTA. We've all played Grand Theft Auto games, no matter which one it's been.
Oh
Me,
my
you,
God,
and
one of
Willie
my
have played
favorites.
freaking Grand Theft Auto 5 Grand Theft Auto 5
Oh.
for hours at your house, just messing around with cheat codes in story mode.
Yeah. Well,
John.
okay.
Oh.
My first experience with GTA, of course, is San Andreas. It's
Yeah,
classic.
Everyone.
It really is like the definitive Grand Theft Auto game. I almost nearly completed GTA 4 Liberty City. I really liked that game. I did like the protagonist of that film. I think his name was Nico.
Yep.
Nico Bellic.
5 is its own monster. That was a really good game.
Yeah.
And I remember almost completing it 100%. Like, I stopped because it was the Xbox 360 version, not the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But no, it's funny we mentioned Grand Theft Auto because recently in my job, I've been listening to, like, the radio station playlists that they have
Oh
on
my
YouTube
God.
based off, like, oh my god, I've never really truly appreciated the radio stations from the Grand Theft Auto series until I started working over here.
And with
in New York.
Rockstar,
in
Rockstar trying to get GTA 6 off the ground, or for rumors saying they're trying to get it off the ground, they're trying to start working on it, or at least they are working on it and don't want
They
to tell
are-
anybody.
Well, they are working on it from a source I have, but like they haven't announced it fully yet.
And here's the thing: people are getting mad at Rockstar for not announcing it yet.
I don't want them announcing it if it's not going to be ready within this year or next year.
We all know with GTA that is Rockstar's premier franchise.
Yeah, they
They're
don't want
going-
to do what Bethesda did with the Elder Scrolls series.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Don't know what that's all about.
No, carry on. I'll be back.
here's the thing. Rockstar is one of the AAA titles in the world today, and you can't go naming AAA publishers without putting Rockstar in that name. Rockstar takes care of their game franchises. While they're working on GTA 6, they are working on GTA 5, still adding new stuff into it almost every month.
Right.
And people are still bitching about it.
Oh, yeah.
People are still complaining, like, oh, when are you going to announce GTA? Let them do it. Let them work on GTA 6.
Hold on just for a quick second here. We seem to have
But
an
let them
outside problem.
You guys continue talking. Greg, continue talking.
let them
Yeah.
work. Let them work on GTA 6. Let them announce it when they are ready.
Yeah.
Because I don't. Again, like Greg said, I don't want this to be a Elder Scrolls situation or a more. Of course. They need a more help with a situation where it's the Fallout, where it's just Fallout 4 and 76 and 76 crash and burn.
Oh, 76 was a horrible disaster. At least it's starting to become somewhat fixed, but it's clear that Bethesda ruined the entire Fallout franchise with what they did with 76. But a good case of when they'll probably reveal GTA 6 is when they finally take down the servers for all platforms. They are going to be doing it soon for the Xbox 360 and PS3
Yeah,
servers.
they did do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
So
Oh,
it's
sorry about
definitely going to be a when GTA 6 is announced, it's definitely going to be a trailer that breaks the internet,
Right.
in my opinion, because they're going to be working on this.
Yeah.
And I commend Rockstar for taking their time with GTA 6. And also still adding to GTA 5. It is a game where, like Alex's brother Zach said, it may not have something you like, but it has something for everybody.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I commend. What I don't commend is people ditching a game after a couple months, and it's a car alarm going off.
Yeah, sorry. If you guys can't hear, there is a car alarm going on outside. But we don't know which car it is.
I love Grand Theft Auto. I love Elder Scrolls. I love what they're doing. I mean, I know Bethesda is working on Elder Scrolls 6 right now.
Yeah, no.
But Rockstar, I commend them for taking their time with the game, working on a game that they already have while working on a new one. I don't want them to stretch themselves too thin. I want them to take the time to work on GTA 6, make it an even bigger phenomenon than GTA 5.
Don't even announce it unless it's going to be released within 365 days.
I don't know. I think it's kind of funny that we're talking about both GTA and Elder Scrolls because I've recently been thinking about getting into Skyrim again for like what the fifth or sixth time.
Oh, you would hate what I'm doing on
trying to finish the goddamn game once, like main storyline once and for all. I've done all the DLC, but I've never finished the main story, and it's been over a decade now that game has been out. Almost a decade now that game has been out, and I still haven't finished the main quest.
You would hate what I did with my fucking Skyrim. I have the Xbox. I have the Xbox One version, right?
Yeah.
And I modded the crap out of it.
You too?
Oh yes, buddy. Yeah.
Greg, let me just say, he made Shaggy Ultra Instinct in one of his saves.
And I gave him Thor's armor with Mjolnir and Stormbreaker.
And the Infinity Gauntlet, I think.
And the Infinity Gauntlet and a Naruto overhaul patch to where you see Shaggy Ultra Instinct shooting a Rasen Shuriken out of his hand.
Okay, but
moving on.
let's move on.
The next one, Alex is actually gonna love this next story. Pokemon remakes of Diamond and Pearl gameplay hands-on IGN actually had.
Oh, actually, yeah. No, I know about this because earlier today I was watching a video from GameSpot because they've recently done an interview with the development team for Brilliant Diamond and Pearl.
It looks fantastic.
It looks good. It does look good. It's definitely trying to emulate the original Generation 4 games, and they're still keeping the style that has been criticized. But I do like it. I do like it.
The style is growing on me. At first, I wasn't sure because I kind of wanted the sword and shield. But if they're going to save that for the main games and games like Legends of Arceus, by all means.
Yeah, I like it. it's supposed to be nostalgic, and I'm okay with that.
It's like, y'all shut up. You guys wanted Sinnoh remakes? We got 2.
I'm
Yeah.
glad on the Sinnoh remakes. I'm glad we're getting them. I'm glad we are.
I'm excited for both, but honestly, I'm more excited for the Diamond and Pearl remakes by far. Like, Legends Arceus looks really cool, don't get me wrong, but it's just the Diamond and Pearl remakes I've been waiting for forever. That game was the one that I was most interested in because that was the first game I owned that was brand new to me. Before, every other game I owned was always like Will's or my cousin's game that they gave to me when they got the newest one.
Diamond and Pearl will be an amazing game that comes out November 19th.
Yep.
Okay. Just want to make sure I got that day right.
And then the Comic-Con.
That's the only reason why I remember the day, because it's literally a couple days before Saratoga Comic-Con.
It is the best weekend for me because I get my favorite generation remake Friday, and then Sunday I'm going to Comic-Con.
It's best weekend for me too, because I love Sinnoh. You know how much I love
I
Sinnoh.
can't remember if you said Sinnoh was your all-time favorite or
Sinnoh
Gen 4 was a great generation for Pokemon. Like, that cannot be understated. Platinum is considered to be one of the best Pokemon games.
it's where they most
all
fleshed
time.
out the competitive. I'm pretty sure
Sinnoh
that was the biggest thing.
Sinnoh is my all-time favorite. It's got my favorite Pokemon. It's got my favorite legendaries. It's got my favorite style, the way Sinnoh was just designed, the whole cave system. They're bringing everything back and making it better. That's what a remake should do. If you want to introduce new people to your franchise, you bring back something that is loved, that's been loved for generations by people, introduce new people to it by giving them the same feel, the same aesthetic, same everything, and you add new shit to it. The fact that we are getting Diamond and Pearl remakes in our generations of gamers is amazing. With the technology we can have, this can definitely be one of the best games of 2021 by far. They revamped.
And then next year, Legends Arceus will come out, and everyone will be like, "Oh yeah, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, those were good." But now we got Legends.
Oh yeah, I
They
know
were the
90% of
opening
people are going to do that. 90% of people are going to do that because they're going to be like, well, do you understand that Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is kind of kid-like, so I don't really care for it. It's like, fuck you,
To
man.
me, no matter what happens,
Without that game, you wouldn't have Legends Arceus.
to me, Legends of Arceus and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are going to be on the same level simply because they both look amazing. And Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, I cannot say enough about. They revamped the cave system. They revamped the mining system. They
I can tell
revamped
you guys right now, I'm going to be playing the shit out of that game. I'm doing a shiny badge quest.
They revamped the contest system, so you're not just sitting there watching your Pokemon do the contest.
Oh, I know the contest system. Well, no, because it's just like how Diamond and Pearls was, but I think HDified. But
No,
that's
they're adding in the rhythm game.
Yeah, I was just about to mention.
oh, they're a new
Yeah,
thing on
it was
top of it.
a-
Yeah.
I thought you were just talking about.
No, that's
that,
what we were trying to get to.
I didn't know if you played or you remember the regular Diamond and Pearl being pretty much Diamond or Ruby Sapphire Emeralds, but you interact more.
Yeah, no, that was what I was trying to get into. They released some new info about how contests will work, and they've added this new rhythm game feature to the contest,
Yeah.
which is honestly kind of cool.
I
I stayed-
love rhythm games.
I stayed away from the contest because in Ruby, my first Pokemon game ever was Ruby that I played fully through.
Same here.
I played a little bit of Silver, but I didn't understand the context of Pokemon at the time. Ruby was the first Pokemon game I played through fully. I tried the contest; it really weren't for me. I
I
didn't get.
love the in Gen 3. I don't care for the contest, but in Gen 4,
That's
I love
what
them
really
so
turned me off to
much.
them. So when I played Diamond and Pearl, I didn't touch the contests at all. But the fact that they're adding new shit to this, and it's my favorite generation. Most of my favorite Pokemon come from this generation. It does my heart good to be a geek because it is a good year to be a fucking geek. You can say a lot of the bad shit with the whole Activision and Blizzard and all the drama that's been going on within the gaming community and the anime community and the movie community, all of that.
Everywhere.
Just everywhere in general. But it is also a good year from all the good shit we are getting. Like case in point, they revamped the HM system.
Oh yeah.
You do not have to have an HM on your Pokemon in your party.
Yep.
You use an HM, a random wild Pokemon comes out, uses that move, and then just goes away.
That's what it is.
Yes.
No, it's the craziest
Hold
thing I've ever seen.
up. I'm pulling up Cerebi right the fuck now, dude. I need to see this. What?
I got that from IGN.com earlier when I was putting the show together.
Yeah, GameSpot was talking about it too earlier today. It's
That's one of the biggest things that broke recently for Pokemon because it showed gameplay footage.
It's like the craziest thing
This
ever.
just in.
Oh, breaking news!
Pokemon news. All right. Pokemon news for Sword and Shield. some leaked signage from GameStop stores via Poke Beach has been shared and has confirmed that Shiny Zacian and Shiny Zamazenta distributions are to hit U.S. GameStops via serial code October 22nd.
Okay, I can get into this. I can get this right now. I just
Shiny
learned about this
Zamazenta and
before I came
Sword
over
and
here.
Shiny Zacian and Shield. So you get Zacian, I get Zamazenta. I get the one I like more shiny, you get the one you like more shiny.
Yeah, it's actually funny that you mentioned this now. I actually learned about this earlier. I was going to bring it up if you guys hadn't.
I didn't even know that.
This distribution event came out earlier this year, and you had to be like part of the trainer club for a Japanese side of the Pokemon community. And right now, the Japanese Poke fans now have this event going through with them right now, where they'll have to go to the store in person and show their Pokemon home to these people in order to get the shiny Zacian or Zamazenta if you had the corresponding game to it. First event is going to be from October 22nd to November 12th or 11th, I believe, and that will be for the shiny Zamazenta. And then from November 12th or 11th up into the release date for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, you'll get the other person.
So we can get both Zamazenta and Zacian
But
shiny.
you have to have both games.
Oh, okay. So then I would only get Zamazenta.
Yeah.
Because I have Shield.
Yeah.
You know what we
Fuck.
could
No,
do,
Zacian if you had.
Yeah,
if
you
had
get
Shield.
shiny
Oh,
Zacian.
we get the opposite.
Yes.
Oh,
I get
okay,
shiny
cool.
It's
Zamazenta.
weird that they're only doing it for
No,
like
we could
this,
do.
this condition.
I've done this before. Is it a little bad? I don't think so. I asked for 2 codes before in the past, say one's for my sibling. I've gotten 2 codes.
You monster.
You get 2 for shiny shiny Zacian. I'll get 2 for shiny Zamazenta. You give 1 to Willie, so he has a shiny Zacian too. I give mine to someone who has Sword, so they get another Zacian. Or I can make a second account and trade you the shiny Zacian.
I like that idea better.
That way you get both, because I don't care about having both. I
do.
shiny
I want
Zamazenta.
both.
I do.
I want
love
both because I want to
Zamazenta.
name one Steven.
The last event,
I also
the last
have
distribution event I missed out for
I did
Pokemon
too.
was the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, like shiny Solgaleo and Lunala, and I regretted that for years. This is the latest distribution I've heard about that I'm really excited to see. So I hope that I'll have time to get these codes and get the
October
Pokemon myself.
22nd. Write it down in your calendars, lads.
But
Additional breaking news for Pokemon. Okay, this one's for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. It just says previews for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl have been released through various outlets. Within these, there's some new information about the games. First, according to Vooks, the game will now include autosave, which can be disabled. According to Vooks and Nintendo World Report, Experience Share is also back and affects every Pokemon, but like Sword and Shield, you cannot turn it off.
I'm okay with that.
The mechanics, including quality of life, effectiveness, and quality of life upgrades shown within past generations, have also returned, such as showing type effectiveness in battle. TMs are also single use now in the game, but there will be opportunities to get more.
Wasn't TM single use in Sword and Shield?
From
No.
Gen 5 onward, they were repeated use. You're thinking of training
Gen 8
records.
they had training records.
And then
okay.
according to Polygon, you can change the Pokemon in your party with Pokemon in storage at any time. So you'll have the bag Pokemon PC now, just like in Sword and Shield.
Oh, thank God. I love that. That was one of my
miss
nitpicks.
using the PC just for nostalgia reasons for the remakes. If it's possible to go to the PC as well, I might do that. Just
I can't
for
see them
nostalgia.
taking it out fully, but
I can see them not letting you use it like the actual PC.
But for people like me who was always a pain to go back to the PC, drop Pokemon, bring them out, who loved the quick system that they implemented in Sword and Shield, I love that. I thought that was a good idea. I mean, obviously you can do both. You can go to a PC in Sword and Shield, can't you? If I remember correctly.
I'm not sure. There is a PC, but I don't know if you can use it to check your Pokemon storage. I've never tried to.
Oh, okay. But yeah, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl are looking to be great games, and I can't wait to play them. Moving on to the 2 anime news stories we got.
Oh wait, before that, one more gaming thing that you guys haven't mentioned, but you should. Final Smash character.
Oh, why was
Yeah,
Zora?
I'm actually gonna pop out for a moment out of the studio, and I will be back, lads. But you guys talk about
You
that.
don't want to talk about this? This is the
Me and
last Smash
Me and
character.
him are not excited
Let
for
me
this.
give my short little spiel. I love Sora. I need to play through more of the Kingdom Hearts games. I've only played through 5.8. We didn't need another sword fighter. Fire Emblem ruined sword fighters for me because we have way too many of them.
I don't know. I think he's
We have
perfect.
three links, like 7 Fire Emblem characters. Then we have Cloud Strife. We have Sephiroth. Now we have Sora. We have Hero from Dragon Quest. We don't need sword fighters.
You can't say that when the larger Smash community has been wanting Sora for years. In fact,
I feel
they
like Sora
revealed
should have
that he
gone
was
in before Cloud.
Yeah, that doesn't matter though.
A large part of the Smash community wanted Waluigi in it, and they gave us they fucking trolled us with an assist trophy.
Yeah. Either way, if for those that haven't seen this, the final Smash Showcase was revealed earlier this week, or rather earlier last week, and had revealed that Sora is the last Smash contender. He has been They ran a poll 6 years ago. If you didn't, get yourself involved in that when the 3DS Smash game came out, and it was confirmed in that poll by the showcase that Sora was the most requested fighter. People have been gunning for Sora to be in this game for years, and it only makes sense that he is the last fighter to be brought in for the DLC for Smash Ultimate before Sakurai steps down as creative director for the Smash series. Now, does this mean that Smash will have a new game sometime in the horizon? Maybe so, but Sakurai is stepping down. Personally, I've been seeing Sora not only through Sora's showcase, not through just seeing it myself multiple times just to get a hang on the character, but also through a bunch of reactions when he was announced. A lot of people in the Smash community, as well as up and coming YouTubers and stuff like that, and Twitch streamers, people love Sora. People really love Sora and are excited for Sora. And I do love the fact that ever since KH3 came out, the larger Kingdom Hearts franchise has been getting the recognition and respect it deserves.
I will agree with you on that. I will. I'm just
Kingdom Hearts is a wonderful franchise, and I definitely like what they did with Sora's moveset and layout in this game.
The only thing I have to nitpick about his character, the rest of his moves look great. He himself looks fantastic in the game. I hope that they put some of his KH2 costumes as recolors.
So you haven't seen the video then.
I have.
I'll go through the
I have seen his video, and this is why I'm going to be nitpicking this final part. I do not like his final smash.
You don't like sealing the keyhole?
No, I think that it's underwhelming. I think they could have done something way better. They could have done something different. It just feels.
I understand why, and trust me, I was about to get into this. Of course, with Sora, a lot of people were expecting Donald and Goofy to show up, at least for Sora's final smash. However, they couldn't do that, unfortunately.
No,
this is just because of all the legality. A major contention for getting Sora into Smash in the first place was how were they going to get into discussions between Nintendo and Disney. Disney has sort of been more lenient with their properties over in recent years, but there is just so much that goes on behind the scenes legality wise to get this character in that it's amazing that we finally got Sora in, because that was the big point about Sora. He was technically a Disney character, and absolutely no one believed he would ever get in Smash because he belonged to Disney.
I thought he was owned by Square Enix, and Disney only owned the Disney characters.
No, Disney owns Sora. Square Enix owned Kingdom Hearts. I have to watch this again, but it's funny we mentioned this now because I was actually watching a video recently about the legality issues behind getting Sora into Smash, and not only him, but also the song choices that they used. That being said, I love Sora.
I will try him out. Maybe my opinion will change when the game finally comes out. I will try him when he comes out, but until then, I'm a little disappointed. I don't know who else I would have placed in that spot.
Variations. His first 4 are basically his different outfits from the 4 main series. 1, 2, 3D, and 3. And then P6 through P8 are his Valor, Wisdom, and Ultimate form. And then P5 is literally his timeless river design with unique, dedicated facial expressions to to the
Wait, you mean Steamboat Willie design?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. That
What's number 8?
Number 8 is his Ultima form
which
from
is,
3.
remember the picture I showed you with the Ultima
Oh,
weapon?
They have the form, but they can't have that as his final smash.
I mean, it could be a Cloud situation where his Ultimate Smash changes depending on the. So, like, if you go to the Ultima form, he does something with the Ultima weapon.
Costume. I forgot. I would love it if that was the case.
I would too. That would honestly put him right up there.
But I like having him as sword. But anyway, that was the final video game news that these two didn't want to talk about. Let's move on to the next.
It's
bit.
not that. Let me give my last little like tidbit about Sora. It's not that I dislike Sora by any means. I loved when I played through Kingdom Hearts 358. I know Sora wasn't in it, but the Kingdom Hearts series is amazing. Just from playing 358, I played through some of 1, but that was when I borrowed a game from a friend years ago, and I love the games. I just need to sit down and play them, find the time to do so. I love the music of the games. I love the combat system. I fucking love that Sephiroth fight. I watched someone do it.
Oh my god,
YouTube.
yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no, the Sephiroth fights.
He
for
thought
1 and 2 were
when I
cool.
first started talking to him about it, like a
I
couple
thought it
days
was
ago.
mandatory.
Yeah, he thought it was a story boss. No, it's an
no.
end game thing. It's an end game thing. You could. That's why it's recommended you get the Ultima weapon before you go in and fight him.
Yeah.
Because
I gotta look up all the Sora's costumes in Smash now.
the Ultima
Well,
weapon is
did
the.
you see Kirby? If he gets Sora, he doesn't have a Keyblade because he's considered not worthy to wield a Keyblade.
Yeah.
Lore-wise, it's crazy, but I love the memes that have come out from this also. The fact that Kirby can't use a Keyblade means he's not worthy, but he still has sort of the powers of it.
Like he has the sparkles forming in a keyblade.
Well,
My favorite
Donald
meme about
can
this
use
is
the
that
magic without the Keyblade.
Yeah, my favorite meme about this is the fact that since now Sora's in Smash, it means that all of Smash canon is now canon to the Kingdom Hearts
No.
franchise.
Oh my god,
No.
there's a Smash Brothers
No.
world. Okay, since Square
Oh my
Enix
God,
is
that
no
would be so
longer
crazy.
since Square Enix is no longer partners with Disney, right?
No, they still are.
Oh, so
They
so what
still
does
are.
this mean for the next Kingdom Hearts game? Are they still going to do Disney Worlds or?
We don't know
'Cause
that
I
about
thought-
4. We don't know
Because
that
I
about 4.
thought the deal between them were done as soon as Kingdom Hearts 3 was out,
Nah.
and they had a bunch of backstage tumult.
Those are all the costumes.
Yeah, I don't care. I want them now. I love
In
Kingdom
case you
Hearts
wanna
3
look at them
Sora.
again.
Yeah, I've seen the video multiple times. I know. I'm definitely buying.
Is there a
both
reason
packs
why
now.
there is a Steamboat Willie?
in Kingdom
Is it
Hearts
a Steamboat Mickey? Or
in
no?
Kingdom Hearts
No.
2 there was, I forgot the world was.
Timeless River?
Well, the Timeless River takes place in the very first animation short that featured Mickey Mouse called Steamboat Willie.
Yeah.
That was the animation style.
That's what the world was based on. Steamboat Will.
And that is what I think. Didn't they consider that the center
So
of
is
all
Ultima
Disney
Forms
worlds?
Like pure white?
Yeah.
That's
the weapon?
Ultima. But it definitely looks better in the showcase version. Timeless River World. The Timeless River World was basically, if I remember correctly, the plot for that world was essentially that Sora, Donald, and Goofy had to go back in time and make sure that the Cornerstone of Light, the thing that protects Disney Castle from the Heartless, is kept safe because someone has gone back in time and messed with it. This turns out to be Pete
Yeah.
and Maleficent's doing. And so Sora, Donald, and Goofy, using Merlin's magic, travel back into this special world in the past to protect the Cornerstone of Light. But yeah, the Disney Castle is probably the central focal point for all Disney worlds in KH. But that doesn't mean that there won't be any more Disney worlds. In fact, part of me
I
is
don't know, they can do
thinking
a
that
shit ton.
4 is still going to have like at least 4 or 5 Disney worlds, like 4 or 5 different Disney worlds. And one of my world hopes is that we finally do like a Treasure Planet world or an Incredibles world. That would be
Ooh.
With
That would
me,
be
with
cool.
me, I would want those two and probably a MCU world,
Oh yeah, no, yeah, another Marvel
or at least
world.
a Marvel
like
world
an
in
actual
general.
Marvel world would be cool. But
That's something I would like to see.
yeah,
Moving on, we're going to go on to a little bit of anime news. Dragon Ball Super movie Superheroes trailer got leaked online.
oh,
Uh-oh.
At least, and then some of the footage got leaked online. Well, no, sorry, the Japanese trailer got put online.
yeah.
It wasn't leaked; it was put out by everybody.
Mhm.
But some of the footage in the trailer, people were able to pause it at the right time, and it showed Brawly. It showed Brawly sparring with Goku. I can't wait for this. What?
Super Brawly?
Yeah, Super Brawly.
Yeah,
It's
Super Brawly.
Brawly of old Dragon Ball Z is no longer a thing. He was never made canon. This is a new version of Brawly, which
Well,
I
you said Dragon Ball Heroes, so that's why I thought maybe it was like the card game.
Oh
or,
no
like,
no no! This
the
well, the
multiverse
movie is
things
called
mixed
Dragon
in.
Ball Super Heroes.
Oh,
This has nothing to do with that card game I showed you that I got on the Switch.
okay.
Yeah,
'Cause I know there's like a side series based on.
yeah, there is, but this has nothing to do with it. It's a completely new story. So not only is Brawly going to be in the movie, young Pan is also going to be in the movie
I saw the trailer,
because she is in a training outfit. We don't know who she's training with.
Probably
it-
Piccolo.
Goku probably
Her
actually.
grandfather.
I think it's going to be Goku.
No, her
You're-
actual grandfather.
You're such a dick, man. I can't wait for this because I like the idea of Pan.
Wait,
I
what color
love-
was the training outfit?
It was like it's like a gray muscle shirt with a white muscle shirt with a gray t-shirt under it. She's like
Oh, I thought it was like the orange gi.
no.
I was gonna say if it was orange, I was gonna be like fuck.
No,
Her
it-
grandfather.
She's got like MMA gloves on, like training MMA gloves on. She's got a white muscle shirt with a gray t-shirt under it. She's sparring in the mountains with somebody, but it wouldn't put it past me if it was Goku and Piccolo.
No, you know who it
'Cause
could
they're-
be? You know who it could be? Hercule Satan.
Oh God.
Hercule
No, because she's
Satan.
learning how to control her ki.
Yeah.
So, and Hercule Satan never learned
you
that.
never know.
But it wouldn't put it past me if it was.
champ has gotten over instinct.
Sit down, Hercule.
Damn it.
It wouldn't put it past me if it was Goku and Piccolo because we've both seen Goku and Piccolo take time to train with Gohan during the Android saga at the
Mhm.
beginning of it.
More
So-
one than the other. But
Yeah, but it wouldn't put it past me if it was both of them or one of them. Something is going down with these two new mysterious characters. I don't know their names yet.
one of them looks like Porky from Earthbound.
Yeah, and it looks interesting. The animation is fucking beautiful.
Like even better than
It is
Super Brawly.
completely CGI animated. The colors are. If you've ever seen a colorized version of the Dragon Ball Z or Super manga, it's fucking beautiful. Akira Toriyama himself said he wanted the colors to match the manga, and it shows in the trailer alone. And it's fucking beautiful. The first time I watched the trailer, it did not look like it was CG animated. It looked like that old timey 2D animation, like it was for the American Tail or The Land Before Time. It looks amazing, and I cannot wait for this movie. I am one of the biggest Dragon Ball supporters. I don't give a shit what series it is. I'll defend Dragon Ball from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z to GT and Super. I know what the problems are with some of the arcs, and I agree with some of the problems. The fact that we're, again, living in a day and age where we're getting a new anime movie just about every year, or announcements of animes coming back that we watched in our childhood, and they're being taken care of, they're being worked on with such finesse and such careful hands, is amazing. Now on to some bittersweet news. I don't know how Greg is going to feel about this. Digimon Ghost Game.
Oh yeah,
It's a couple episodes in.
it's 2 episodes in so far.
Is it? Okay.
Yep.
So I was right. I don't know how I should feel about this series because it feels like it's going down the road of either Appmon or Digimon Fusions.
It's clearly its own standalone. It's not part of the Adventure series.
well, yeah.
I do kind of like what they're doing with the Digimon in this case. If Alex, you haven't seen it yet, the Digimon and Ghost Game are more bestial-like. They're reminiscent more like the Tamer era Digimon, where they're working on like their base instincts and are like more cunning actual monsters than what other series in the franchise have tried to done.
What is it called? Digimon what?
Ghost Game.
Stories.
Ghost Stories?
No, Ghost Game. I think
I
it's
was about to say, I thought it was Ghost Game.
Ghost Stories or Ghost Game. They already had like 2 different Digimon so far. First episode had Clockmon as the main antagonist. The second
Clockmon.
one was Mummymon. They're clearly focusing on different monster-like Digimon for these first few episodes to get like a feel of the series. What I don't like so far is like 2 things. The Digivolution in the series isn't really fleshed out, but it's only premiered once so far, and it's only been in the second episode. Maybe that'll be better.
Well, if you remember what they
Like,
did in the original, like original adventure,
It's weird because
Wait, that's the Digivice? It's like a fucking Fitbit?
yeah, it's actually based off the new item that they've been
put the virtual pet bracelet.
Yeah, virtual pet bracelet that they've been selling.
Now
for
go
a
back
couple
to that
months now.
picture.
Yeah.
But the little Triceratops
In my opinion,
was one of the mascots for
in
them.
my opinion, it looks like either that the Digivolutions are going to be based around more like similar to like that, like more like the armor Digivolutions.
I'm honestly okay with that.
Because like our main Digimon in this series is Gamamon, and it's like this cute little Triceratops looking
So adorable.
little thing, and he has two different Digivolutions, and they don't in the anime's opening doesn't like allude to whether or not it could be like them both being champions or one being champion and one being ultimate, but it does sort of look like multiple evolutions will be a case in this series.
I'm okay with
And
it.
stages won't be really considered until probably like nearing the end.
I'm okay with that because I love the Digi armor, the Digi mantle as it's been come to called in Adventure 02. I thought it was cool. I wish it was fleshed out a little bit more because halfway through 02 they kind of abandoned the Digi eggs of like Courage, Friendship, and all that for the DNA Digivolution,
which didn't even end up working
no.
half the time. Like
It was only like Imperial Dramon that when it actually worked.
Yeah, and Imperial Dramon doesn't even win that often.
No.
Like in that 02 was such a 02 wasn't dumb, but it definitely wasn't a great series.
I go back and watch it every once in a while, but I can agree with you on the flaws.
The
but
designs were good, and it definitely had the potential there, at least in the beginning, but it just fell off.
I love the three new Digimon we got in 02. I love Vmon, I love Hawkmon, and I love Armadillomon.
Yeah.
I wish they didn't focus so much on the DNA Digivolution, even though I love Imperial Dramon and Sylphimon. I wish they kind of learned how to Digivolve themselves, so we see. Obviously, it didn't follow Vmon's original path, like in the original manga, where it goes Vmon, Vidramon, then eventually to All Force Vidramon being the Mega. I wish we would have gotten an EX Vmon Digivolution line because I thought that was cool.
Yeah, because Vmon's Digivolution line leads to Holy Dramon.
Yeah.
But anyway, going on to the thing I don't really like about Ghost Game isn't the Digivolution thing, which could be just a nitpick at the moment since we don't know much about it. The thing I kind of like is like one of the side characters in the series. He's just stupid. He's really stupid.
Didn't they give him like a pixie for a Digimon partner?
No. Like I'm not talking about the superstitious guy who's afraid of everything. I'm talking about Hokuto. I believe his name is Hokuto. Like main character's name is Hokuto. His best friend, the guy that has like this jacket and like this yellow like shirt underneath, who tries to be like this ladies' man and stuff like that. He is
clearly not
just the worst. Like quite clearly the worst.
I saw the poster for Ghost Game after kind of looking it up, and it has the Tricera, the little baby Triceratops.
Yeah, Gamamon. And then you have like
the fucking big ass Yeti.
Yeah, the Yeti
paired with the girl for once.
Yeah, and then you have like
the Pixie paired with the other, which is weird because normally it's the guys in the Digimon anime who get the either the boyish.
Digimon are all based off of yokai, which I think is going to be a running theme throughout the series.
Clockmon literally steals the years from somebody and ages them up right in front of the main character till she's an old.
Whole belief is, at least in the second episode, if you haven't seen it, spoilers ahead. But Mummymon attacks people because he's under the belief that humans could attain eternal life via the Egyptian method, which was mummifying them. So he kidnaps people to try and mummify them. Essentially suffocating them all to death. You don't know whether or not he's actually killed people. That's the weird thing about the Digimon in the series. They're holograms, so humans can affect them, but they have the ability to affect humans, which is strange. And I think it could contribute to the fact that clearly the setting for this Digimon series is a more futuristic setting.
Yeah.
Hard light and holograms are more apparent and aware as a technology in the series. but it's definitely weird that besides, our main characters and their Digimon, they can interact with each other, are more solid and visible to the human world. Humans can't necessarily do anything against these enemy Digimon, but that can't be said about the Digimon themselves.
Here's the thing. What was the last? What I like about this series already, and I hope they keep doing it. When was the last time we saw Mummymon? Like it was Adventure 02.
It was either Adventure 02 or like in Frontier. We have not seen Mummymon in forever.
I kind of hope this kind of brings back some older Digimon that we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, and that's good because like you gotta appreciate the older designs. Like
Mummymon, really, I thought was really so cool. Like his design alone was so cool in Adventure 02. But they didn't. He was basically just comic relief with freaking Arukarimon.
Yeah, Arukarimon. They tried to do the Jesse and James like
it
Team
didn't work.
Rocket route with them in the English dub.
But don't get me wrong. I hope they bring back other Digimon because, especially with the reboot series ended and we don't know where that's going to go. We don't know if that's going to lead into an 02 reboot.
I'm pretty sure they're going to do the Tamers, Adventure Tamers.
I heard a rumor, and I saw this a while back. I wish I'd screenshotted it because now I can't find the picture. There was a script that got leaked onto Instagram, and it didn't show any of the lines, but the title of the script was Tamers or Digimon Tamers sequel series or 02 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It was meant to be the sequel to the Digimon Tamers season 3 we got way back when.
Yeah,
and Alex is one of the favorite Digimon that actually comes from Tamers.
Yeah. Terriermon and Lopmon, if it comes from
Yep, Lopmon and Terriermon were actually introduced in the movie, Digimon the movie, but they're fleshed out more in Tamers.
Yeah, like with an actual evolution line.
Hell, it actually shows Lopmon's Lopmon is actually not Cherubimon for once. Because whenever you see Cherubimon, it's Cherubimon Evil. She's just in her ultimate form in Telamon. Her partner, she gets a partner towards the end of the series, is actually, her partner is the sister of Terriermon's partner in Tamers.
That's so cool. Brother and sister have Lopmon and Terriermon.
The sister's like 7 or 8 years old. So we got a 7-year-old running around with an ultimate level Digimon slicing up shit.
Isn't it like one of the 3 Celestials?
No, it's in Tamers there was the idea of the Digimon Sovereigns, which they were all based on ancient Japanese creatures. Mm-hmm. Under them were the I forgot what the name they gave them. Under them they were which is supposed to be technically the royal guard for the sovereigns and the protectors of this version of the digital world. They were all based on Chinese zodiacs. Mm-hmm. So in Telamon was supposed to be the rabbit.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm talking about Cherubimon. Isn't it in one of the like main 3 Cherubimon?
Cherubimon is the Celestial 3 of Digimon Frontier. And it's Cherubimon, Seraphimon, which is my favorite, and Alphanimon.
Which is girl
Seraphimon, basically. Those are the Celestial 3. And that's from that pantheon of digital gods was brought up in Digimon Frontier. Because that reaches back to the 10 legendary warriors and so on and so forth. What was it? Digimon Adventure brought up the idea of Apocalypse, which is basically the Digimon, like the original Adventure.
Yeah.
Brought up Apocalypse was just the devil.
The trash bin.
Yeah. And then there was
the D Reaper and Tamers, which was the trash bin. Well, it was a program that was just supposed to eat everything and delete the data, and then turn it into like Cthulhu.
When the trash bin revolts is when we have a problem.
Yeah.
And in Tamers is where I get my favorite fucking Digimon, Beelzemon.
Beelzemon.
He is my favorite. His story arc was great in Tamers. I love the fact that the twins, the brother and sister, which were a little bit older than Terriermon's partner sister's age, which they're like 8 or 9, share him. Like the twins share him. And when he left and never came back, because when he left to go to the digital world, they were so heartbroken because they thought they pushed him away.
Oh yeah, no, Tamers was a good series.
And they thought they pushed Ipmon away because they were constantly arguing over who was going to play with him next and all that. So when they came back, oh my God, Ipmon bursted into tears. He goes, "I thought you guys hated me." He goes, "No, we hated you. We missed you." And oh my god! So as they were running off, I'm getting choked up just talking about this because this one scene alone is amazing. The girl kissed Ip-Man on the cheek and said, "Come back safely." And Ip-Man goes, "I promise." Well, as he starts running off, the boy tugs at his arm, hands him a toy gun, and he goes, "This will work. I'll blast all the bad guys with this." And he starts running away. Well, as he's running, he digivolves to Beelzemon, and the gun morphs into his arm, turning into a giant fucking cannon.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the gun gives him angel wings. And his new attack is called Corona Blaster and Corona Destroyer, where Corona Destroyer, he draws a pentagram in the sky or in front of him, shoots a blast through the pentagram, and the pentagram amplifies the fucking blast into a giant beam. But I love Beelzemon. I didn't like what they did with him in Fusions, the armored version. I thought that was weird. They actually did, after Digimon Fusions, they actually did give him a actual Digivolution line.
Yeah.
Which they haven't implemented in any of the fucking games yet.
You sure about that? Because I thought they did with the hackers.
No, because in the Fusion version of the timeline, which you can also work with Beelzemon from Tamers, it was Ip-Man. He digivolved into like a champion. I forgot what it was. I gotta look it up. And then his ultimate was Reapmon from Fusions. And then the ultimate was Beelzemon, or the Mega was Beelzemon. But needless to say, I love Beelzemon. He is my favorite all-time Digimon. I got him right now on Hacker's Memory. I'm working up getting Beelzemon Blast Mode. Little fun fact: his move, Double Impact, is not a double impact. It's literally 6 shots. Like he does this cool little gun twirl and he starts shooting the enemy. I was like, that's the enemy. Boom. But yeah. Any other news you guys want to cover before we get out of here?
Honestly, I don't think so. I think we're all set. Unless you guys want to talk about like
I know
it is the Halloween season. I mean, anything Halloween related you guys want to talk about?
I'm actually gonna go back and watch Halloween Town on Disney Plus tonight.
Oh,
I
it's
do
on
have
Disney
a
Plus.
small little thing that I want to cover just in case there's that small amount of people that's on the competitive side of Pokemon.
Okay.
They already announced the stuff about the new
Hold up, time out. Before we get there, I want to say one thing. This is Professor Alex's Pokemon Power Hour, where it doesn't last for an hour, but it will give you some good details. So sit in, strap down, eat your Pokeballs.
Oh no, man! Don't say that.
You could have said Pokeblocks, Poffins, what the fuck were
Slowpoke
they
Tails?
No. What the hell was it in the Gen 6, the little cupcake thingies? What were those called?
Poppins?
No, Poffins is Gen 4. Gen 6, the little cupcakes you get for Pokemon
I forgot. I didn't even know that was a thing.
In Gen 7, it was Pokemon Refresh, and you fed them Poke Beans. Anyways, my little corner thing, all I wanted to cover was the newest competitive ranked battle thing has been released for Sword and Shield. Series 11, it runs from November 1st of this year to January 31st of next year. It's generally the same rules as before. Just about every Pokemon is allowed, and you're allowed one restricted Pokemon, which includes, it includes Mewtwo, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, Reshiram, Zekrom, Kyurem, Xerneas, Yveltal, Zygarde, Cosmog, Cosmoem, Solgaleo, Lunala, Necrozma, Zacian, Zamazenta, Eternatus, and Calyrex.
Jesus.
Why would you use Cosmog or Cosmoem? I don't know, because Cosmog only gets Splash, and Cosmoem only gets Cosmic Power and Splash.
Unless if it's a double battle, there's something that we're not seeing. Oh, it's singles?
I mean, if we want to
No, you can do single or double with these rule sets.
Maybe there's something there.
Every Pokemon either has to have that Battle Ready symbol, which you can do at the Battle Tower. You talk to the guy, I want to say towards the wall.
Yeah.
What he does is he makes the Pokemon Battle Ready, but any moves that the Pokemon would learn outside of Sword and Shield get deleted. So if it's a move that it can only learn from the older games you don't want to lose, don't use that one. Don't get a different version of that Pokemon.
That's weird.
I mean, speaking competitive wise, I actually do have like 2 different things. Pokemon Go is going to be doing its World Tournament Series soon. You have to reach up to rank 8 or 9 in order to be eligible to compete in the World Cup.
That's
and
weird.
And then also starting tonight, there is a Twitch tournament going on between streamers for Pokemon that was announced earlier this week. I didn't bring it up because I didn't think it'd be newsworthy because I don't know when this will be uploaded. But
It's going up
if you
tonight.
guys are watching this right now or are
Listen.
able to like get VODs from your favorite Twitch streamers who are watching, who are competing right now, wish them luck. And hey, let the best trainer win.
Pokemon, in my eyes, Pokemon has not been more vital than it is today with Pokemon Go, with Pokemon Sword and Shield, and now with Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl coming out. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Yes, I got it right for once.
Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl.
I got it right for once. Every other time I talk with Alex, I get it backwards.
Shining Diamond and Brilliant Pearl.
And it pisses-
without fail, 9 times out of 10.
It pisses them
I
off.
just say Sinnoh remakes because honestly, I just wish they could have just made it like I wouldn't have even cared if it was just like Diamond 2 and Pearl 2. I don't care.
Why are you saying it like that?
Because Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, the words are too big for my tiny brain.
Your tiny brain. I get it wrong more.
Oh, he said it, not
I
me.
want less syllables.
Oh, okay.
My
Well,
favorite one is Brilliant Diamond. 5 syllables. Yours is Shining Pearl.
Yep. Before we get out of here, I will say I've actually been watching a semi-new series. It's an old series, but it's a series I've never watched. I know you haven't watched, but have you watched the Todd McFarlane Spawn series?
Oh, I've not seen Spawn series.
Oh, are you a fan of Spawn?
Not really, but
Okay.
I have heard of Spawn. Like, I don't dislike Spawn as a character.
Mhm.
I just haven't gotten the time to actually like sit down and watch those old kind of shows.
It's good. I would say you should check it out. It's fucking it's dark.
Mm.
But and another real review, real quick. I am currently on season 6 of Supernatural. I started that the other night. So far, I didn't think I'd be really into Supernatural.
God, I need to sit down and watch more of it. I started watching from the beginning, but I never got too far.
My favorites, it's definitely getting to the realms of out there because they're not dealing with just demons anymore.
Yeah.
Season 6, they're dealing with other stuff like from folklore. I am glad I started watching it. My friends for a long time have been telling me to watch it. I finally started watching it, and I love it. On the bad note is I don't like how they ended Lucifer. But that's the ending with Lucifer is just a nitpick. I will go back and watch Lucifer again because I think it's funny. I love the relationships they have in it. My two of my favorite is Maze and the lead female detective daughter Trixie. Adorable relationship. She thinks Maze is like the head demon under Lucifer for hell. If you guys haven't watched the series, but the whole dynamic between Trixie and Maze is just adorable. It's sweet. It's kind. My other favorite is Detective Douche or Detective Dan. And Lucifer's dynamic is because they're two opposing forces that should not work well together. One's a quick-witted, rich club owner that just so happens to be the devil, and the other one is a smart, slow-taking detective that is willing to do anything to get justice. But it's funny. It's funny dynamic.
Yeah. I don't know. In terms of new shows I've been watching, I don't know if you guys have seen this on Netflix yet, but Squid Game.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! Not you two.
I haven't watched all of it, but I've seen bits and pieces. Dude, it's so fucking morbid. I kind of, because of how irritated with the way it ended, because I've only seen bits and pieces, but I've seen the ending. The way it ended, it irritates me so much. I want to spoil it so bad. I want to spoil it.
Don't spoil it for him.
It is so stupid.
Tell me when me and you were hanging out, because I will probably never watch it.
Greg, you gotta agree with me if you've seen the end of it. What the fuck?
My only criticism of it so far, now that I'm on episode 2, is that it reminds me of like 4 other different shows that had appeared on Netflix earlier this year with basically the same premise. You get a bunch of people together and it's essentially a killing game. Mm-hmm. And like this translated like 2 different anime and at least 3 other live action like Asian shows, either from like a Chinese production company, a Korean production company, or a Japanese.
I think Squid Game is Korean production.
Yeah,
Korean
Squid Game
English
is Korean.
dubbed over.
Yeah.
How's the English dub in that?
English dub is
sometimes
okay.
it looks like they're actually syncing up.
I got a friend. I I work with. Her name's Catherine. Alex, you know.
I know her. Yeah, Alex, my mother
like-
and her mother have been friends since.
She told me to check it out, but watch the Korean dub with subtitles.
Yeah, like
And
I will say
why,
this: the Korean dub definitely sounds better than the English dub. I might actually decide to switch over to that. if I'm being completely honest. But like as I said before, it has a similar premise to like 5 other different shows on Netflix that I've already seen. But I do like how it's going. And like as a side note, an example of this would be Alice in Borderland. Borderland, where again, you got a bunch of people together to play a bunch of sick, sadistic games, all for the chance at like this godlike prize. I think the difference between the two though is that this one clearly is supposed to be a cash prize, and all the competitive players are people with an insane amount of debt that like if they don't compete in this game, they will just have these awful, horrible
Like
lives.
they're better off dead.
Yeah, they're better off dead.
Like the main character has got a really big money debt.
I think like
with loan
426 million won in debts, and he's at the same time his whole story is about him trying to get out of this debt, but also be a father to his estranged daughter, who's now living with his ex-wife and their step-husband, and like they're going to be leaving to go to the U.S. later this year, and like he's like, I want to be there for my daughter, but I can't do anything because my luck is shit, and I have this huge debt where I'm better off dead. I gotta get to watching it. I do like Squid Game. I do like how it's going so far.
I didn't sit down and watch all of it, but if I do decide to sit and watch all of it, I might watch the Korean one with the subtitles.
I've gotten told.
Honest, I'm kind of biased towards it just because I've seen the premise like again at least 5 other times.
It seems like that premise is becoming a little bit bigger as like this year goes on.
I will say the English dubbing of Squid Game in some parts was very cringy.
And that's
but a lot of it, like the voices they chose for the characters were very fitting in my opinion, but some of the dialogue that they exchanged was very like, people wouldn't normally say that, or just the way they
pronounced it,
at which they said it was just very cringy.
We'll keep going with Netflix real quick before we go. Netflix actually got the rights to Cowboy Bebop to stream all the episodes.
Oh, that's good.
So with the Cowboy Bebop movie coming out, I think next year, it was. I eventually got to sit down and watch because our buddy Aaron Parker told me to watch Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, really? He's into it?
Oh, God, yeah. He's the one who told me to watch it.
Damn.
He's the one who told me to check it out. So I'm going to check it out when I get caught up reading One Piece. Because apparently Fire Force in the manga is coming to its end.
Like end.
Like it's ending soon.
Damn, dude.
So,
I haven't even watched season 2 yet.
And I gotta finish
it with Will, but
I gotta finish 7 Deadly Sins. That's on its final arc right now. But yeah, it's a lot of good stuff. Good to be a nerd in this day and age right now, even with all the drama going on.
I'm so hyped for Comic-Con. I need to practice playing Smash Bros.
If anybody
either of you motherfuckers want to play Smash Bros. At some point, I need practice.
I'll play it.
I'd be down.
Especially after what happened Saturday.
But I need to practice
Sunday.
exclusively like one-on-one because that's what the tournament's gonna be.
I'll practice against you. Use Kirby.
That'll help me work on
Poyo man all the way.
No, you gotta hear this real quick. So I was playing against him Sunday night in a 1v1 VR.
Yeah.
I actually caught him in Kirby's Ultimate by sheer stroke of fucking luck.
It wasn't even luck, it was bullshit. The sword swung and it didn't touch me, Greg. But
bullshit to one person is luck to another.
The little explosion thing that happens when contact happens, the little X-shaped explosion. Yeah, that was off the tip of the sword, and because that hit, apparently it hit me.
And it sucked him right in.
What the fuck is like literally?
Oh my! I think I won that round, didn't I?
Yeah, that's how you won. That's why I was mad.
But no. Real quick, for anybody who is in the New York area, who is by the Saratoga area, I encourage you, go check out Saratoga Comic-Con. They have very good stuff.
2 or 3 years now, and it has always been fantastic.
Not in a row because last year they canceled.
I'm just saying, like, I've been there 2 years. I don't know if you've been there more than me, but it was so fun.
I've been there like one more time than you. The people they have coming, I don't know. Alex, bring up the website, see if they announced anybody else, because I thought they had one more person. As of right now, the two big people guest stars that they've got are Randall and Dante from Clerks.
Oh.
I would love meet them. One year they had the last year I went, they had Jason Mewes.
Mm-hmm.
They had also in the same year they had the English voice actor for BoJack.
Oh, Arnett?
BoJack from the movie Dragon Ball movie BoJack, not BoJack Horseman.
Okay, never mind. We were talking about BoJack Horseman.
Sorry, no. Oh my God, I forgot there's BoJack Horseman. They had the yellow, blue, and black Mighty Morphin Rangers, which not the original Tui Trang, who died in a car accident, sadly. It was the second one, and it was the original Mighty Morphin Black and the original Mighty Morphin Blue, David Yost, which he recently got back into Power Rangers because there was so much backstage tumult when he was on the cast.
Yeah.
I won't go into it. If you guys want to go into that, go watch Linkar. He does amazing history of Power Ranger videos. But he was there. By the way, I've talked to all three of them for like 10 minutes, bugging them. And all three of them completely nice people, wonderful people. They also had, in the same stint, they had the Time Force Red Ranger. Again, wonderful person. And the English voice actor for BoJack, for Dragon Ball BoJack Unbound, actually, I talked to him for a good couple minutes. He watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged. He watched the Team 4-star. Okay,
that's
breaking
the first
news.
of 4.
Wait, what?
First of 4 on that list of 4 people.
Oh
That
boy.
are going to be at the Saratoga Comic Con.
I asked him.
Person 1 is Nakia. I'm not. Baris.
Nakia Baris. She was the yellow Turbo Ranger.
All right, let me try
yeah.
to look at the
So-
other people while you're still talking. Sorry.
So I talked to him and I asked him. I go, do you still connect with the Dragon Ball Z fans besides outside of Dragon Ball Z? Because I know you probably haven't done a Dragon Ball Z role in a while. He goes, oh yeah. I actually watched Team 4-Star's Dragon Ball Z Abridged, and he goes, I love the abridged movie they did for BoJack. I'm like, oh. He goes, yeah. He goes, I love him. He goes, I love all my fans. Couldn't ask this guy to be any nicer. And when they say don't meet your heroes, kids, they are fucking dead wrong. Because some of them may be assholes, but some of them also may be the nicest fucking people in the world. The Power Rangers I met were super, super nice. I met actually Hillary from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air there one year.
Nice.
Super nice. Couldn't be any
I
nicer.
don't know if the biography helps you who this is.
Let's see. Samantha Newark is best known for iconic voice-over work, such as speaking for Jem and Jerrica in the beloved animated cartoon series Jem and the Holograms. Never seen that.
Never seen it either.
Samantha, a singer-songwriter and voice actress, also who voices Ariel and the Pink Robot in Transformers. I don't remember that.
Oh, must be Gen 1. Gen 1 Transformers.
Or Transformers Animated. Who was that girl in that?
Oh, sorry? No.
Okay,
sorry,
yeah.
Someday?
No, yeah, it was. Sorry, someday. Let's see. High school girl Elise Presser and the voice of Zamojin Empress thrusted into a type of. Yeah, no, I don't know any of her fucking voiceover work. I know of Jem and the Holograms, but that's it. I don't know her in.
Then we've got Brian O'Halloran. I wonder who
Oh yeah,
he is.
yeah, Dante.
Dante. and
I'm not
then-
even supposed to be here today.
And then there's Kevin Sorbo who plays.
Kevin Sorbo.
Yes, that's the 4th person. Oh, I don't know who Kevin Sorbo is.
Wait, let me see.
I don't know. Those are 4 things that he's in, I guess. There's no biography that I saw. You can scroll up. I don't know who Kevin Sorbo is. I can't tell if you do or don't.
He looks familiar.
I got no idea.
Kevin Sorbo.
Thanks for
Sorry.
looking it up on my phone.
Sorry. Well, we're using my Hercules. Live action Hercules. That's who that is.
Ah, okay.
Oh my
damn.
god. I didn't. They did a crossover with Xena in the Warrior Princess. But yeah, if you guys are in Saratoga County, I think it's Saratoga County. If you're in New York area, check out the Saratoga Comic Con. There's a lot of stuff there. I will be there. Alex will be there.
Hopefully I will.
Yeah, we're acting like we're fucking famous here.
No, yeah.
Hey, let's spread the word.
Samantha Newark.
Spread the
I
word.
don't know who that is.
Samantha. Yeah.
Oh, to anybody who either is on John's TikTok or on YouTube or just anywhere in general, if there's a way you can give a thumbs up on Anchor, I don't know. Give us.
Yeah, there is actually.
If we hit 20 thumbs up or 20 likes, whatever we're on, whatever platform this is on that's listening, John will go as Hoodie Pool to the Comic-Con.
Anchor posts to everything podcast. As soon as I publish this episode, it goes right to Spotify.
But did you hear what I said? If we can get 20 on
Why do you gotta
YouTube or
drag me into
something,
this?
you gotta dress as Hoodie Pool so people can find you, dude.
So
They can be
okay,
like, hey, yo, I'm a
I
fan
will
of
do
Hoodie
you
Pool.
one better. If we get 20 likes on this video, or 20 listens or whatever.
I don't know what it is for Anchor.
It's listens, but I think they can also.
I'm
you can
talking
also
more
thumbs
like
up.
YouTube, or if you put clips of the podcast on TikTok.
So I will announce this right now, and I will announce it on my TikTok later. If I can get 20 likes or listens on here, and 100 likes on my video of me announcing I will go to as Hoodie Pool to Comic-Con and mess with people, or just kind of randomly hug people, I will do it for 100 likes. If we don't do it, I don't do it. If we can't get it, I won't do it. But yeah, it's been fun, guys. We got together. We will try to get together next week. If not, it'll be the week after, which we will be talking about Venom in our next episode, because Venom 2 is that's it. That's gonna be the whole podcast. Just Venom 2.
Well, maybe there will be more after that, but
Yeah, I mean, depends. I may watch something else, but actually, you know what? No, just to fill out an hour and a half or a 2-hour podcast, because I know for a fact we can talk about these movies for an hour. We will review on the next episode Halloween Kills, since that comes out this Friday.
all right, I'll try to see if I can get to see it on Monday.
It this Friday or this weekend with my family.
Well, I know you're definitely gonna watch it.
Oh yeah, but there's no way I'm not.
I'll try and get a chance to watch it. before the next podcast.
I think it's I gotta watch it too. I think I gotta re-enter my Peacock account because I don't know if that got canceled. Because I mainly use that for wrestling. But either way, it's been
dumb that you have to use that for wrestling now when they made a network just for that.
well, it's because WWE's going downhill.
That's a story.
Yeah,
that's a
it's
For
conversation
another
for another
day,
time.
ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for joining us, guys. I'm John.
I am Alex.
And I'm Greg.
Thank you for joining us on the Not So Fast podcast with
Catch
us
us next time.
on.
Dragon Ball Z.
Fuck, wrong thing.
God damn it.
See, this is why I got fired from that voice acting group, dude.
Take care, everyone.
Guys, hold on. I'm not done yet.